So we've got a series of articles looking at the microeconomic effects of the recent recession, what's happened to people's incomes, their employment, their consumption and so on since 2008. What we find is that the world has looked very different since 2008 than has been the case since any other recession. So it doesn't look like the early 1990s, it doesn't look like the early 1980s. It doesn't look like it in all sorts of ways. First, output, national income just went down further and it stayed down for longer. Remarkably though, employment is now higher than it was back in 2008. Wages on the other hand are down. The result of that, productivity is down. So we've got more people in work, or the same number of people in work, but they're producing less stuff. So per hour worked, we seem to be much less productive than we were. We've not seen that in the past, and we're trying to look at understanding why that's happened. In addition, income inequality has changed in very unusual ways. Incomes are down, everyone's worse off than they were, but actually up till about now, the rich have been hit harder than the poor. The poor have seen their benefits up till now rise in line with inflation. People in work, their earnings haven't even gone up in line with inflation. Looking forward, that's probably going to change. Benefits are going to be cut. Hopefully, earnings will start to recover. So we'll see the reverse effect. And by 2015, we'll all be worse off than we were in 2008, and all by about the same amount. Incomes go down, so consumption goes down. The amount we're spending has gone down. It's gone down further than it's ever gone down before after a recession, and it's gone down in different kinds of ways. And in particular, young people have been hit much harder than old people. Pensioners have not stopped spending at all. People under the age of 35 have reduced their spending a lot. Pensioners, on the other hand, those approaching pension age, they have been hit by a fall in their wealth. Value of their houses, value of their pensions and stocks and shares, those have gone down. It does make things quite difficult for policymakers. We're in a world that they've never experienced before. We don't know what the recovery, when it finally properly comes, is going to look like. Because people appear to be producing less at the moment, maybe a recovery will see national income go up, but not see employment go up. We don't know. If we look further into the future, what we do know is that for what we've seen for older people through this recession, their wealth going down, it's likely to be even more important in the next recession because of the sorts of pensions and so on that they'll have. So very different over the last 5 years, therefore much more uncertain over the next 5.